Hey y'all, you're watching Back Porch Cooking Reminiscing. I'm Roger, and we sure are glad to have y'all here with us today. Today we're going to be making a recipe that we used to serve in the restaurant, and it's a Salisbury steak and gravy. And guys, I'm telling you, it is delicious. It's very simple. This is not hard. You don't have to put a lot of prep work into it. It's actually very simple. Now, it's not a traditional Salisbury steak, but it's the way we made it in the restaurant. And everybody loved it. Never had any left over. It always sold out. So, I'm going to show you how to make it today. So, y'all sit back, relax, get you something cold to drink, and we're going to get started on these Salisbury steaks.
Yeah. Porch boards sway in a slow rhythm. Got the screen door sighing a low hum. That old wood stove is cooking something good. The smell of bacon filling up the neighborhood.
So the first thing we got to do is we got to pat out our Hamburger steaks or our Salisbury steaks, and we're going to basically make them like we do a hamburger steak. So I got a half a pound ball here and a half a pound ball of burger over there. So we're going to be making two of them out of a pound. Now, if you want to make them bigger, if you want to make them smaller, that's up to you. Do it however you want to do it. But this is how we're going to start out. All right, so we're going to take our burger ball. We're going to take us a piece of wax paper. Got a piece of wax paper underneath, and we're just going to start mashing them out until we get them shaped like a hamburger steak. All right, so we got our hamburger steaks patted out now, and so we're ready to season them. And we're going to use a little salt, a little pepper, and I got a pan over here, cast iron skillet that I've got over here that's heating right now. And we're going to put a little bit of garlic powder on it. And then a little bit of onion powder. And that's the seasoning. And once we get them in the skillet, I'm going to put a little Worcestershire sauce on them. But nothing else other than salt, pepper, garlic powder, onion powder. All right, and I think we're ready to go in the skillet because we want to just sear these. We are going to cook them all the way through. All right, got that one up, and we're just going to drop it in that hot skillet. And we're going to do the same thing with this one. Now we're going to hit them with just a little bit of Worcestershire sauce. Not a lot, just a little bit. That's about it. And now we're just going to let those cook until they are fully cooked. And we're going to let them cook on that one side before we flip them, because as it cooks and it sears really good, it's going to release from the pan, and that way we won't have them sticking. All right, so they've cooked good on one side, and now we're going to flip them over. Oh, look at that sear on that. That looks beautiful. All right, we're going to let them cook on that side until they're completely done. So we got our burgers cooked, and we pulled them out of the skillet, and I took a paper towel and just went around and soaked up the grease that was in the skillet, because we really don't need the grease in this recipe. So now we're going to be making our gravy to go on. All right, so to make our gravy, I put 1 packet of brown gravy mix into our skillet. Now this brown gravy mix was one of the big bags, and it makes like 3.5 cups of gravy. So If you don't want to do one of the big ones that makes that much gravy, you can use a smaller one. Just totally up to you. So we got that in there with our water, and now we're just going to start mixing that around. And we're going to turn our heat on. I'm going to put it on about a 5. And we're just going to stir it around until we get everything incorporated. And now we're also scraping the bottom of it too, because we want to get those little brown bits to come up off the bottom of the skillet, because that is going to be flavor, guys. So I believe I've about got the bottom of the skillet taken care of. So we're going to let this heat until it thickens, and then we're going to do one more thing to it. So now that our brown gravy has started thickening up, which is exactly what we want it to do, and we've got everything good and smoothed out and looking good, now we're going to add the last ingredient into it, and that is a can of mushroom soup. So we're just going to put that mushroom soup in there just like that. And then we're just going to start stirring that in. And that's what makes it the Salisbury part. And we're just going to stir that until that cream of mushroom soup breaks up and incorporates into that gravy. Once we get our cream of mushroom soup all incorporated into this, and you may have to take a whisk and use a whisk on it. It's probably quicker than doing it with a spoon. But once you get it all incorporated in, then you're going to put your patties back in. And we're going to let that gravy warm them back up. And take some of that gravy and put it all over the top of them. This is going to be so good. And then we're just going to let them sit in that gravy for a few minutes and get heated up good. Probably give them a flip here in a few minutes. But I'm going to go ahead and turn the stove off, because we got enough heat there that it'll get those hamburger patties warmed back up. And we'll be back when they have had time to warm up. So here's our Salisbury steak and gravy. Got some rice, put some gravy on that rice, and some broccoli and cheese. So gonna be a good dinner tonight. So let's get it over here and give it a taste. All right, so got me a piece of the Salisbury steak here. Looks delicious, smells delicious. Let's see how it tastes. Mmm. Mmm. That is so good. That gravy makes this just so delicious. And it's quick, it's easy. You don't have to spend a lot of time doing it. Makes a great hamburger steak, Salisbury steak, whatever you want to call it. And guys, all I can say is make it for your family, share it with your friends. They're going to love you for it. Remember, hit that like and subscribe button, leave us a comment, click on that bell so you get notifications whenever we post a new video. And guys, we appreciate y'all being here with us, and I hope you'll make this Salisbury steak for your family. Y'all have a great day. See you next time.